Napoli fans around the world, welcome to Napoli Talk. Napoli beat Sassuolo 2-0 yesterday. You might notice that the scenery is a bit different. I'm on vacation right now, but the videos will keep on coming. So let's get right to the game. So Napoli won 2-0 with goals from Hizai and Alan. It's the most crazy score sheet I've ever seen in my life. Two people that don't often score. Because of this tremendous occasion, I thought this video I could make it a little different. I usually only discuss tactics and player ratings, but because of this extraordinary event, I'm gonna bring in some internet memes, some internet reactions, some tweets. But first, let's talk about the game and particularly the first half, how we started playing. I thought we improved tremendously from the previous game where our midfielders were not supporting the attack as much. They weren't playing in between the lines. And then we can see here in the first half that Napoli did that very well with both Fabian and Zielinski right in between the midfield and defense of Sassuolo. And that was really the key for us, creating lots of chances throughout the game. But before that, let's just point out Milik's position. I think he's out of position here. He should be closer to that defensive back four, trying to make a run in behind. But recently Milik is not playing that well. He seems to not be in the same wavelength as his teammates, and I think this image here really demonstrates that. And as I said, because of the way we attacked, which was different, we got a lot more men forward. We managed to have very good chances in the first half. One from Insigne, which he was through on goal, he should have scored. Another shot from Zielinski, which again, because of his position so close to the box, he managed to get a good shot away. Then there was the typical Insigne to Callejon chance, which again, Callejon, he needs to start scoring more goals. He averages about 1 goal per 20 shots, and they usually always right in front of the keeper. And finally, we had a very good chance with Hizai, and unfortunately, Consigli managed to block his effort. But Hizai did manage to score a goal, as we said, and what a goal it was. He cuts inside to the edge of the area. No one around him is expecting Hizai to shoot. They're like, go on then, take a shot. He does. Beats Consigli, who I think himself is a bit surprised, and it's 1-0 to Napoli. Hizai had to wait 193 games for this goal. So let's have a look at what the internet has to say about this. So let's start off with a tweet that I made. So when I see Hizai score, and it's Ron Burgundy from the movie doing the I don't believe you gif. Then there's one with Homer Simpson with the end is near. This one was really funny. Hizai usually, and then Hizai today. Then we started comparing Hizai with other players. So there's one comparing Hizai to Bernardeschi and Douglas Costa and saying that he has the same number of goals as them. And maybe the funniest one was comparing Hizai to Lionel Messi. And then obviously the other huge talking point in the game is Sassuolo's 4 goals that were ruled out for offside. 2 in the first half, 2 in the second half. All 4 quite tight decisions. Not that easy to spot. Luckily, VAR intervened. Let's have a look at what the internet has to say about these as well. So let's start off with one that I found on Instagram, and this says, when you're a Sassuolo fan and they disallow 4 of your goals in one game and you're on the back end of a Hizai goal. So I think Will Smith's face there sums it up perfectly for Sassuolo fans. This one then is pretty funny. De Laurentiis in the VAR room. And then maybe what I think is the tweet of the match from Joey says, Ospina pulled the ball out of his net 4 times today and still got the shutout. And then in the second half, Gattuso made a few changes. He put on Mertens, he put on Alan, he put on Politano, and we managed to create a few chances with them. So the first one came from Hizai once again, assisting to Politano, who then hits a post. And this must have been our 30th of the season, our 52nd over the last 2 years. And then finally, Alan scored a great assist by Mertens and an even more beautiful shot by Alan. And as Danny said, it could be his final goal as a Napoli player. And even though he hasn't been playing that well over the last year and a half, I think he's been a tremendous servant for this club, and he really deserves to go off with a goal at the very end of his Napoli stay. But there are 2 tweets that, I think sum up the game basically. The first one is that 2-0 makes us look better than we were, and for the Barcelona game we do need to improve on our performance and the way we play. But then there's another tweet that says, okay, we've conceded a few offside goals in the last few games. Is that luck, or is that actually us playing very well defensively? Let me know what you think of these 2 really insightful tweets. And now very quickly for the player ratings, I just want to give an 8 to Hizai. Fantastic display, deserves it, his first goal for Napoli. And then I want to give high marks to Mertens and Alan as well. Alan for his goal, as we talked about, and Mertens because of when he came on instead of Milik, we really stepped it up a gear, and you can really tell the difference that he makes with his team, and he assisted that Alan goal. As for players that didn't play very well, Fabian gets a 5.5. I thought he was sloppy in midfield. He didn't really contribute to any of the chances. He wasn't as dangerous as Zielinski, and I think he needs to improve. And I think Alan, having scored today, might just about take his place as a starter in the next game. And then finally, Milik and Callejon. Callejon can't keep missing these chances. And then Milik, as we talked about before, he's always in the wrong positions, not really participating, and you could really tell when Mertens comes on to replace him. As for Mr. Gattuso, he gets a 6. I thought we played so much better than in the previous game, especially in the first half. And maybe, who knows, those offside lines that cut Sassuolo out are merit to his training during the week. So credit to Gattuso, although I do think that he needs to make sure that the team improves finishing, and we can't keep seeing Milik and Callejon start these games. But anyways guys, that's everything from me today. Smash that like button if you want Napoli to win against Inter. Subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos like these. Make sure you comment down below what you think of the next game and what you think of these tweets that we just saw. And as always, Forza Napoli sempre!